Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Erica here. Today I am planning my April monthly and my print prescient weeks using this printable kit from the Planner Shack. It is an Easter printable kit and I thought it was really cute. I did order a printed April kit for my PP weeks and in the middle of March or so. I'm still waiting for that. But I needed to go ahead and get started on my April monthly and my PP weeks because it's my everyday planner, not my memory planner. I use it to kind of, put everything down that I need to do. And I needed to get going with this and put everything in so I don't miss anything, which I knew it was time to sit down and do it because I did miss a meeting on the 7th. So I was like, all right, I better get this done because I'm missing things. So I used the Deco sidebar for the month of April. It did come with a Deco sidebar or a functional sidebar. But I don't know, I might switch that over. I haven't decided yet, but I've always just been used to using the Deco sidebar, and I normally keep like a notepad or something in my bag to utilize if I need to jot notes down, but it might be easier to use that functional sidebar, so I haven't really decided yet. So I went ahead and put down the April sticker first, and then I put down the Deco sidebar, and then went and finished the other side. So that the sidebar didn't overlap on top of my bottom washi. I prefer the bottom washi to overlap that sidebar. And I thought that came out looking really cute. Here I went ahead and put down the days of the week. So how are you all doing? How are things going? How's your month of April going so far? I can't believe that it's halfway over. I live in the state of New York, and so they just extended our our New York pause through May 15th. So there's some more time. So I put the first down on Sunday here, and then you'll see later on I realized, what am I doing? Sunday was not the first. Wednesday was the first, so I had to go back and make that change. But that's exactly how my mind's been. In fact, this week I was a day ahead all week, and so that really kind of had me all messed up. But the days are kind of just all blending in at this point, even though I do go into work every day. It's just the way it's been working for me. So I do end up speeding up putting down the days just because that kind of took a long time, and it's boring to just watch or at least I think it's a little bit boring just to watch someone put the date dots down. So I kind of sped up through that. So on the 7th I had a pretty important meeting to attend, and I can't believe that I completely forgot about it and I did not attend it. So that for work, so that was pretty bad. Literally cannot believe that I forgot to do that, and I felt terrible, but it's just been exhausting, and although there's not like a ton to do in the day-to-day, because I am at work and my work is so fast-paced and mentally draining, I think that I don't know, it's hard for me when I get out of work to get into things and to get a lot of things accomplished, or to even pay close attention to like my Google Calendar to check, okay, what do I have tomorrow? And so kind of it's been whatever I remember that I have tomorrow, I'm attending, and whatever I don't, unfortunately, I'm missing. So I was like, I just have to come in and do this so that, this I glance at every day, and then I won't forget anything. So I went ahead and put these date dots down, and the kit did have these long stickers to cover up the empty boxes. So I went ahead and put this one down here first. And you'll see later on I pull it up. I didn't like it. It was just too similar to the bottom washi. And I don't know, I just didn't like the way it looked with these mini eggs on top of the larger eggs. So I was like, oh, let's get rid of that. So I pulled it up and went with something else. So how have things been going for you? We've been, it's just such a weird time. And we've really been kind of affected by everything that's going on, as I'm sure you have and most people have. And I believe I've said this before, but I have 2 graduating seniors, one from high school and one from college. And as more and more things are canceled, and we completely understand why they're being canceled, and we're not like angry or anything about it. We get it. I work in healthcare. I'm a registered nurse. Large gatherings aren't what needs to happen right now, and so we understand that. But it's still a little sad to miss out on all those things that you've been planning for the last, year to 4 years, and just everything you've talked about. So I know I've said in the past, my daughter's a dancer, and this year she was the president of Clemson Dancers, and every year they have a recital, and then this year obviously that recital was canceled due to everything that's going on. So it was kind of sad to see that, as it's her senior year and she's graduating, she's the president, she couldn't put on that recital that she talked about and worked on planning for the past year, or really since her junior year when she was vice president. So here I put down some full boxes, and I didn't realize while I was editing and going back through this that I kind of put both of the fashion girls side by side there, almost like a picture in picture. I don't love the look now that I'm looking at it, but I'm not changing it. It's going to stay that way. So this weekend we were supposed to go down to South Carolina for her recital, and of course that didn't happen, and graduation's canceled, or at least postponed. My son's high school functions have slowly been canceled. His senior brunch and his senior trip and all these things. He is a senior in high school, so accepted student day for the colleges some went virtual, some haven't had any. So that kind of made things a little more difficult in deciding where to go. So there's just so many little things that, although understandable and we agree that they couldn't go on, it's just a little sad, all that planning and that thought, I guess, of what was going to happen is no longer happening, and you kind of have to think of something different. So I kind of been thinking about how can I still make this year special for them, or still have something special for them for graduation, especially if this goes on into the summer months. We were going to have a duo graduation party in July, which I have not yet canceled, in hopes that I don't have to, but in all reality, I feel like I probably will have to cancel that, and that is probably not going to happen. So just kind of thinking of something special I can do for them. So I did go ahead and lay down the full boxes throughout the month of April here, and now I'm laying down my Payday Flags on the 10th and the 24th, which are my paydays for the month of April. And then these pink flags that I'm putting down now for Fridays are day off script, so I'm trying my hardest to take Fridays off now. I know I'll still have some work to do, and I've worked every Friday somewhat, at least a few hours I've put in, but if I could take a good chunk of time off at least, then it was a success, or at least that's how I feel. So I'm putting things down so that I can take Fridays off, and then now my husband also took Fridays off since there are no elective surgeries going on in the OR, and there's less and less surgical cases happening. They're having more downtime, and so he was able to take every Friday off as well. So we may just drive my son crazy now that he's homeschooling because there's no school, and my husband and I are both home on Fridays. So here on Tuesdays, I'm putting down these fancy labels for my clinical days. So I do have a group of students that I still meet with through Zoom for clinicals. So I put that down for that. And then on the 24th, so I'm putting down these labels, these appointment labels on Fridays to mark that my time cards are due. I've been terrible about remembering to hand in my time cards or hand them in on time. They're due by 5 p.m. on Friday, so I figured I better put a reminder down so I don't forget to do that, because it's just not a cute look to forget to do that. Normally I don't have time cards, so it's not something I think about. So here I put the mortgage sticker on Friday the 3rd, and then the internet sticker on Wednesday the 1st, because those bills are due that day. And then my electricity here, I have NYSEG, and that's due on the 5th. My cell phone bill due on the 18th. So I went ahead and put those down to just remind me, since everything kind of is just all meshing together, to remind me, hey, don't forget to make these payments, which I mean, typically I don't forget. My mortgage is directly withdrawn from my account, but nothing else is, so all of those I have to make a conscious effort to go on and pay. And then on the 17th, I put a second fancy label down because I do bi-weekly mortgage payments to make extra payments throughout the year. I put down this sticker on the 11th with the Easter, or with a bunny for Easter, because it is Easter Sunday that day. And then I am going to lay down this half box, and I lay it down sideways, I guess you can say. And these I have on the 9th and the 23rd, simulation evaluation. So on the 9th it's a formative, and on the 23rd it's a summative evaluation of our seniors. They are completing their capstone, so that's important to remember that it's a late day that day, and we're going to complete those evaluations. Then the 20th I put down again a half box, because it's the start of the last week of simulations. Here on the 7th, I'm putting down a flag for the meeting that I missed. So sad. I can't even believe it. And then I do have a meeting every Tuesday. So I'm going ahead and putting those flags down there. Actually, on the 14th, 15th, 16th, I had extra meetings that popped up, so they won't be in the calendar here. And then on the 11th, I put down a TV flag because my DirecTV bill was due that day. So I'm using my Papermate Inkjoy Gel Pen in 0.5 to write everything in. And I won't repeat that since I've already said what everything was for. I really did enjoy this kit from the Planner Shack. I thought it was beautiful. It was fitting for the month of Easter. I do wish I had my initial April monthly that I had purchased, and I hope that it comes in soon. It is marked for April already, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to alter it or maybe put down a different monthly sticker over the month. so that I can use it a different month. We'll see. I hope so. If not, then I guess it's going to have to wait for next April, which is kind of sad, but what are you going to do? I get that with the way things are. Delivery is not what it normally is, and what can you do about it, right? There's no sense in being angry. It doesn't really help anyone. So I did enjoy, like I said, this monthly kit. I thought it was cute. I've been into printables lately. As you can see, every week pretty much has been a printable kit. So, I'm not hating it. I do love it. Here, I forgot and I went back and put down a label because my daughter's law school deposit had to be made. And we actually ended up paying it a little bit early because the school that she decided on had an earlier due date. She was waiting on one more school to see if she got in, and waiting to see if she got what her financial aid packet looked like, if any. But she wanted to go ahead and at least put the deposit down for that school since it was due, and she wanted to hold her spot, just in case. If the other school gives her a good financial aid packet, then we'll just go ahead and make the change if we need to. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. Tell me how you're keeping up with your monthly day-to-days. Do you, whatever pointers that you may have so you don't miss important meetings like I did. Hopefully this is enough to make sure I don't miss another meeting. Please hit that button if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And until next time, bye!